sunny hump day. I don't know what your day has been like, but I've been go, go, go all morning, all afternoon. So I'm looking forward to a little bit of a break. And then that break in your mind and your body starts by breathing really slowly. So just take your time to exhale, become fully present. And then together, we're going to take a deep breath in, fill, and then open your mouth, it all out. Take a deep breath in, count to 6, allow your lungs to fill, visualize your lungs expanding. And then as you open up your mouth and exhale, feel your body become just a little bit more relaxed, your chest opening up to the ceiling. Before we start to move, set an intention for your practice today. And try to think about nothing besides your intention and your breath for the next 45 minutes. We're going to get started by drawing circles with our feet. So start pointing and flexing your toes, loosening up your ankles, roll your wrists around, and then kind of create little like flashing with your fingers to warm up your fingers too. Perfect. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Flashing lights. All right, on your next inhale, reach your arms and your feet apart. Feel your spine and your arms lengthen. Lift your chin, and then as you exhale, bring your knees into your chest, curl into a ball, lift your shoulder blades off of the ground, squeeze your thighs together. And as you bring your chin into your chest, feel the back of your neck open. Inhale, reach your arms and your legs apart. Point your toes, feel the tops of your feet stretch. And then as you exhale, curl into that ball again. Give yourself a tighter hug, maybe grabbing for your elbows, just like that, busy. So as you pull for your elbows, visualize your shoulder blades peeling apart. And as you bring your thighs closer to your chest, feel your lower back open up. Release by dropping your feet down to the ground. Point your knees up, cactus out your arms, and then as you exhale, drop your knees to the right. Start to turn your head to the left. Feel the left side of your body open. Your chest is starting to open up as you dig both of your shoulder blades into the ground. And as your knees drop a little bit closer to the ground, maybe lift your right foot off of the mat so that you can rest it on your left knee. It's going to deepen the stretch just a little bit more. Stay for one more cycle of breath. Release, unhook your foot, and then point your knees back up. As you exhale, drop your knees to the left, turn your head to the right. Feel the right side of your body open. With your head turning to the right, your chin might touch your shoulder. If you did it on the other side, lift your left foot off of the ground, rest it on your right knee, put a little bit of pressure on it so that the right side of your body can feel a little bit warmed up and stretched out. Release, unhook your foot, point your knees up, and then rest your arms down both sides of your body. Tuck your tailbone under just a little bit, and then engage your core by pulling your belly button into your spine. As you exhale, lift your hips. Bring your chest a little bit closer to your chin, but leave a little bit of a gap so that you can maintain your slow and steady breath. Inhale. On your exhale, lift your hips just a little bit more, and then release. Come down one vertebra at a time. Once your hips touch the ground, do one more. Inhale. On your exhale, lift and squeeze. Dig your heels into the mat. Dig your shoulder blades into the mat. And then give your back a little bit of a massage as you rock from side to side. So maybe as you lift your right shoulder, more pressure is going to your left, and then go in the opposite direction. Release. Slowly come down. Bring your knees into your chest, and then start rolling forwards and backwards to massage the entire length of your spine. Do this 3 or 4 times, and then come up into your seat. From here, sweep your arms up. You're having too much fun with your little rocks there. Reach your arms up. Lift your chin away from your chest, and then as you exhale, hinge at your hips, come down. Rest your chest on your thighs. Straighten out your arms, walk your fingertips farther away from your body. Bend your elbows if you can. Feel your shoulder blades peel apart. Pretend your elbows are the heaviest parts of your body and you're dragging them down to the floor. Lengthen your neck, lengthen the entire spine. Allow your hips to root down, feeling any tension in your lower back go away. Release by rolling into your tabletop so you're on your hands and knees. Keep your neck long. Separate your knees so that they're about hip width distance apart. Take a deep breath in. And then on your exhale, round your spine to go into cat pose. Pull your belly button in, arch your back, straighten out your arms. Inhale, go into your cow, drop your stomach, and then look up. Lift your eyes and then your tailbone. Exhale, go right back into your cat. From here, bring your hips back to your heels. Keep your arms straight. Feel your upper back open. Your triceps begin to stretch out. Release by going into your cow pose. So first shift forward and then drop your stomach. Look up, lift your eyes, and then your tailbone. Exhale, cat, round your back. And then bring your hips back to your heels with that rounding. Inhale, shift forward, and then drop your stomach, cow. Look up. Lift your eyes, dig your hands and your knees into the floor. Last one, exhale, cat. Bring your hips back to your heels. Reach your fingertips a little bit more forward and then release. Go back into your tabletop. Melted heart, walk your hands to the top of your mat. Keep your arms straight, your wrists in line with your shoulders. Spread your fingertips. And then try to look right in between your thumbs. It's okay if your chin isn't on the mat, but I want your chin as far away from your chest as possible so that you can start opening up your chest. With an open chest, your lungs are able to expand a lot more. It's going to help you breathe a lot easier. Stay for 2 rounds of breath here. One more, inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Then release by walking your hands back underneath your shoulders. As you tuck your toes under, exhale, lift your hips, straighten out your legs, downward dog. Swivel your hips from side to side, drop your head, let it hang. Put more pressure on your mat with your hands to open up the front of your body, your hamstrings, and your lower back at the same time. On your inhale, shift forward into your plank. Keep your shoulders over your wrists. We're going to go from plank into bear. So inhale, bend your knees. They're going to hover an inch off of the mat. Your hips are going to go back to your heels. Keep all that pressure on your mat with your hands. Straighten out your arms. Exhale, quickly shoot forward into your plank. Tighten up your quads. Squeeze your glutes. Drive your heels to the back of your mat. We're going to do this 2 more times. Inhale, go into your bear. Bend your knees. They're going to hover. Bring your hips back. Straighten out your arms. Look forward. Exhale, quickly shoot forward into your plank. Good. A little quicker, busy. Squeeze your glutes. Inhale, bear. Bend your knees, pull your belly button in. Try to rest your chest on your thighs, straighten out your arms. Deep breath in. Exhale, quickly shoot forward into your plank. Good. Then meet me in your downward dog. Lift your hips. On your exhale, bring your heels to the right to open up the left side of your body. So roll the weight to the outside edge of your left foot, inside edge of your right. Lift your hips higher. Feel that deep stretch down the left side of your body. Inhale, release. Lift your heels. Exhale, drop your heels to the left. Open up the right side of your body. Outside of your right foot is digging into the mat. Release. Lift your heels. Look forward. Bend your knees. Walk or step to the top of your mat. Bring your feet together and then go into your halfway lift. As you exhale forward, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Sit low for your chair. Energize your hands up. Get your thighs parallel to the floor. Looks really good. Lean back, Carlos, to open up your chest. And then frame your ears with your biceps. Gorgeous, Dario. Beautiful depth. Squeeze your ears with your biceps. Keep your arms straight and strong. Look forward. And then as you exhale, bring your heels up. Sit your hips down just a little bit lower. Squeeze your thighs together. Create that grounding with your lower body. Eyes are forward. Exhale, straighten out your legs. Hinge at your hips, drop your head down, bend one knee at a time. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. On your inhale, go into your halfway lift. Roll the weight to your toes, tighten up your quads. Good. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Jen's favorite, inhale, sit low for chair. Come down even lower. Lean back so that your chest opens up. There you go. Squeeze your ears with your biceps. Triceps are tight. And as you sink your hips down, exhale, bring your heels up. You've got it. Inhale, drop your heels. Exhale, bring up. Sit lower, then drop your heels one more time. Exhale, bring your heels up, then sweep your arms back. Reach your fingertips to the back of your mat. Keep your wrists in line with your shoulders. You got it. Tighten up your triceps. Take your thumbs farther away from your hips. Open up your chest. You got it. Release. Keep your arms up. Sit low. Hinge at your hips. Drop your head down. Bend one knee at a time. So we're building strength in our lower body, but also creating heat because we only have a little bit of time on our mats today. Go into your halfway lift. Inhale. As you exhale, hinge at your hips. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Energize your hands up. Look up towards your hands, lift your chin. Exhale, cactus out your arms. Open up your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Bring your arms behind your back. And now as you drive your knuckles down, feel your chest open up a little bit more. By squeezing your shoulder blades, you've got the front of your body expanding. Ground your heels into the mat, tighten up your thighs. Exhale, hinge at your hips while keeping the grip. Drop your head down, let it hang. As you reach your knuckles up to the ceiling, your palms are glued together. If your shoulders are super tight today, you can always rest your thumbs on your tailbone. Everyone looks so good. Deep breath in. Try to bring your chest closer to your thighs, roll the weight to your toes, and then release. Drop your hands down. Bend your knees, toe stand, rest your hips on your heels. Plant your hands into the ground, slightly tuck your chin into your chest, squeeze your thighs with your elbows to open up your upper back. You've got it. Chin down a little bit more. Visualize your hips rooting down to your heels so that your lower back can stretch. Release by straightening out your legs, go into your halfway lift. Exhale, hinge, one more round of chair. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Sit really low, lean your upper body back. Exhale, lift your heels, sweep your arms back. Good. Inhale, take your arms up, drop your heels. Exhale, sweep your arms back, tighten up your triceps, sit lower, and then bring your heels up. Sweep your arms up, drop your heels, sit down even more. This is our last one. Exhale, arms go back. Heels are gonna lift, hips are gonna drop for 3, 2, 1, release. Straighten out your legs, come back up to standing. Cactus out your arms, open up your chest. Drop your arms behind your back. Squeeze your palms together, open up the front of your body. Exhale, hinge, come down, drive your knuckles up. Backside of your body is opening as well as your chest. Release by planting your hands down. I know you're dying to chaturanga. Go into your halfway lift. Exhale, hinge at your hips, plant your hands down, step back into your plank. Then shift forward, chaturanga. Bend your elbows back, take a backward bend. Open up the front of your body, relax your shoulders. Downward dog, roll over your toes, lift your hips. On your exhale, ground your heels. Let's do one more round. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees, walk, step, or jump. Right to the top, halfway lift. Exhale, hinge, reverse swan dive. Sweep up, open up your chest, cactus out your arms. Bring your hands behind your back, squeeze your palms together, drive your knuckles down, lift your chin. Exhale, hinge at your hips, forward fold. Drop your head, open up the back of your neck. Release by planting your hands down, go into your halfway lift. Exhale, hinge, plant your hands down, step or jump back to chaturanga. Land with bent elbows if you are jumping back. Open up your chest, really good, Jen. Go into your downward dog whenever you are ready for one cycle of breath. And then release by taking a tiny break in your child's pose. Hips go back to your heels. Straighten out your arms. And slightly bend your elbows if you need to relax your upper body a little bit. And remember, you can always go into a child's pose anytime you need some time to yourself. Just by going back to your breath, you're going to be able to keep your mind clear and sharp. All right, with that said, hopefully you're feeling warm and ready for our flows of the day. On your next inhale, push up into your tabletop. And then meet me in your downward dog. So straighten out your legs, lift your hips, ground your heels. As you inhale, sweep up your right leg. Keep your hips level to the ground. And then bring your chest closer to your left thigh. Triceps are tight. On your exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow. Inhale, straighten out your leg. Point your toes. Open up the backside of your body. Exhale, right knee goes to your left elbow. Tap it. And then inhale, straighten out your leg. As you exhale, bring your right knee to your forehead, round your back. Suck your stomach in, roll the weight to your left toes, and then step your right foot through. Crescent lunge. Reach your arms up. Bend your right knee to bounce it out. Keep your hips square to the top of your mat. Fingertips are reaching super high. As you inhale, bend your left knee to tap the ground. And then as you exhale, squeeze your left butt cheek, straighten out your left leg. Good. 2 more. Inhale, bend your left knee. Exhale, quickly straighten out your left leg, drive your left heel back. Left side flexors are opening. 1 more. Inhale, drop your left knee. Exhale, squeeze your left butt cheek, straighten out your leg. And then as you inhale, hinge at your hips. Find me in your warrior 3. So quickly getting into your first balance. Ground your right big toe into the mat. Keep your shoulders, your hips in one line. If you need to modify, you can always drop your hands down. Play around with different arm variations here. If you want to sweep your arms back, that's the next hardest thing, but ultimate challenge is reaching your fingertips and your toes apart. Stay here for 1 more round of breath. Release by going right into your warrior 2. Left foot goes back. Arms are going to go parallel to the ground. Open up your chest and then take your arms behind your back. Just like we've been doing, squeeze your palms together. As you drive your knuckles down to the ground, bend your right knee even more. Feel your inner thighs stretch. Lift your chin, drop your head back, and go right into your reverse warrior. Sweep your right arm back. Eyes are up. Reach your left fingertips down to the outside edge of your left foot. Tighten up your left leg so thighs are engaged. Squeeze your left butt cheek. Release by cartwheeling your arms to go into your half moon. So right hand is going to drop, left hand will lift. Start to flex your left toes. Keep your hips and shoulders squared to the left side of your mat. 1 round of breath. Whew. Release. Bring your left hand down. Cross your left foot behind your right. Take your hands to the right side of your mat. Drop your head. Let it hang. Straighten out your left leg. And then bend your right knee a lot. Open up the left side of your body. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth. Exhale. Release by taking your hands to the top of your mat. Uncross your feet. Go into your halfway lift. As you exhale, hinge at your hips, plant your hands down, step or jump back to chaturanga. Go into your backward bend, relax your shoulders. Good, busy. Beautiful, Carlos. Exhale, downward dog, lift your hips. On your exhale, ground your heels, open up your chest. Right away, sweep your left leg up, point your toes. Ground your right heel, open up your chest. Exhale, left knee goes to your left elbow. Inhale, straighten out your leg. Point your toes. Exhale, left knee goes to your right elbow. Twist. Good. Inhale. Straighten out your left leg. Point your toes. And then as you exhale, bring your knee into your forehead, round your back, and then step your foot through. Crescent lunge. Try to get your left thigh parallel to the floor. Bounce it out for a couple of breaths. Keep your wrists in line with your shoulders. Chest is open to the top of your mat. Inhale. Drop your right knee down. Exhale, squeeze the right butt cheek, straighten your leg. 2 more. Inhale, drop your right knee. Exhale, quickly straighten out your right. Good, busy. Inhale, down. Exhale, squeeze to straighten, open up your chest, and then hinge at your hips. So your chest is at about a 45-degree angle. Try to drive your right heel down, open up the back side of your body, especially your hammies and your calves. And then from here, go into your warrior 3. Ground your left foot into the floor. Play around with the balancing like you did on the other side. Reach the crown of your head to the top of your mat, left toes back, or sorry, right toes back. Stay here for one more round of breath. Then blossom open into your warrior two, face the right side of your mat. Open up your chest, bounce it out. Turn your left toes out just a little bit more, Carlos, and then sit even lower. Yep. Bring your arms behind your back. Drive your knuckles down. Start by squeezing your shoulder blades together. It's going to bring your palms closer to each other. Good. Now drive your knuckles down, look up, lift your chin, bend your left knee just a little bit more. Feel the stretch in your inner thighs. Release by bringing your arms back to parallel, reverse warrior. Reach your left fingertips back. Walk your right fingertips to the outside edge of your right foot. Awesome. Release into your half moon. Arms go back to parallel. Then reach your left fingertips down. Sweep your right leg up. Get it parallel to the ground. Looks really good. Grab your block, Jen, if you need it, and you can place your left hand on it. Yep. All right, now square off your hips to the right side of your mat, just like that. Flex your right toes, tighten up your quads, open up your chest. Release, bring your right hand down, cross your right foot behind your left, then bend your left knee a lot. Take your hands to the left side of your mat. Drop your head down, let it hang. Deep breath in. On your exhale, bring your chest closer to your left thigh. Crown of your head reaches to the tops of your feet. Release, hands go to the top of your mat. Uncross your feet. Meet me in your halfway lift. As you exhale, hinge at your hips, plant your hands, step or jump back. Chaturanga. Go into that backward bend, open up your heart, extend the crown of your head up, squeeze your glutes. Then go into your downward dog, lift your hips. On your exhale, ground your heels, tighten up your quads. Really good, everyone. Drop down to your knees for a brief child's pose. Feel your hips open as your knees splay apart. And like we did in the very beginning of class, try to bring your elbows into the mat so that you can spread your shoulder blades apart, the entire backside of your body. Reconnect to your breath, maybe rock your head from side to side. If you're outside, let that sun just take over your body, warm you up. And if you're inside, think warm thoughts. On your next inhale, push right back up into your tabletop. Sway your hips from side to side, keep your neck long. And then stop in the center, tuck your toes, meet me in your tabletop plank. So here, knees are gonna hover an inch off of the mat. You've got it. Your neck is long. You just wanna look right in between your hands. Feel your core quiver just by pulling your belly button into your spine. We're gonna go from tabletop into high plank. So as you exhale, straighten out your legs. Drive your heels to the back of your mat. Your feet should be hip width distance apart. You've got it, Jen. Inhale, tabletop plank. Walk your knees forward so that they're underneath your hips. Exhale, back into your plank. Tighten up your thighs. Drive your heels back. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, high plank. We're going to go back and forth for another 20 seconds. You can go as slow or as fast as you want. As you do this, keep your upper back rounded. And then with your belly button pulling into your spine, you're avoiding any rocking in your hips and your shoulders. You got it. Head down busy. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten out your legs. Lift your hips, downward dog. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, bring your heels down. Open up your shoulders, your lower back. As you inhale, sweep up your right leg. Exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow, tap it. We're gonna build onto our flow. Inhale, straighten out your leg. Exhale, bring your right knee to your left elbow. Hold it here. And then kick your right foot to the left side of your mat for fallen triangle. Extend your left hand up. So you can stay here, or if you wanna add just a little bit more, we're gonna do hip dip. So as you inhale, drop your hips. As you exhale, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, energize your left fingertips up. 2 more. Inhale, drop your hips down. Exhale, squeeze, open up the left side of your body. Final 1, inhale, drop your hips. Exhale, squeeze, and then frame your left ear with your left bicep. So reach your fingertips to the top of your mat. Press your left heel into the ground. Release by dropping your left hand down. Sweep your right leg up. 3-legged dog. Then go into your crescent lunge. Step your right foot forward. Arms are gonna lift. Drive your left heel back. Take a deep breath in. Stay for your exhale. 3 knee taps. Inhale, drop your left knee. Whoop. Exhale, squeeze to straighten. 2 more. Go slow. Inhale down. Exhale, squeeze to straighten. Final one. Inhale down. Exhale, squeeze to straighten. Then hinge at your hips. Go into your warrior 3. So modify by dropping your hands down. You can sweep your arms back or reach your fingertips to the top of your mat. Whatever you do, look down at the ground. Dig your right big toe into the floor. Tighten up your right quads. And then release warrior 2. Open up to the left side of your mat. Bounce it out. Bring your arms behind your back. Drive your knuckles down. Open up your chest. Lift your chin. Sit really low. And then take your right knee away from your midline. Lower busy, lower Jen. Good. Go back to your warrior 2, arms apart, reverse it. This time, grab the back of your head with your hand. Find your lowest seat. You're gonna go into your half moon from here. Launch into it now. Balance on your right foot. Right hand is gonna drop. Sweep your left arm up. From here, you can stay in your half moon. If you wanna go for a bind, grab your foot with your hand. To take it even further, you can bring your right hand off of the floor. Open up your chest to the left side of your mat. Ground your right big toe. Hinge at your hips just a little bit more. And then release. Drop your hands down. Cross your left foot behind your right. Go into that hip stretch. Drop your chin to your chest. Straighten out your left leg. Bend your right knee a lot. And then release. Take your hands to the top of your mat. Uncross your feet. Halfway lift. As you exhale, hinge at your hips. Plant your hands down. Chaturanga. Step back or jump back. Take a backward bend. Tighten up your legs, your glutes. Eyes go up. Exhale, downward dog. Start walking your hands to the back of your mat. Bring your toes out, your heels in. For Malasana, a little commercial break. Feel your hips drop. Rest your elbows on your thighs or take them in between your knees. Find the stillness in your breath so that it resonates with the rest of your body. Feel your chest open up to the top of your mat by squeezing your shoulder blades together. Take a deep breath in. Slow things down with your exhale. Release by planting your hands down, toes face forward. Start to toe heel your feet all the way together. And then meet me in your gorilla. Lift your feet, stomp onto the palms of your hands. Roll the weight from your big to your pinky toe. Put more pressure on your wrist. Definitely drop your head down. Decompress your spine by gently pulling by Jen. Feel the crown of your head drop down to the tops of your feet. And then release. Flip your hands back so that your palms are on the ground. Walk your hands to the top of your mat. Meet me in your plank by straightening out your legs, tighten up your quads. We're gonna go from plank to tabletop, just 20 seconds. Tabletop as you inhale. Exhale to your full plank, tighten up your thighs. 20 seconds is gonna go by fast, so do what you need to do in this short time. After this, we're gonna go into our left side flow. We've got 5 more seconds. Nice control, Dario. 2, 1, downward dog. Lift your hips, ground your heels. Open up your chest. As you inhale, sweep your left leg up, point your toes. Exhale, bring your left knee to your left elbow. Inhale, straighten out your leg, point your toes. Exhale, bring your left knee to your right elbow. And then meet me in your fallen triangle. Left foot goes to the right side of your mat. Sweep your right arm up. You can stay here in your fallen triangle or do those 3 hip dips. So inhale, drop your hips. Yes, exhale, squeeze, lift your hips. Inhale down, exhale, squeeze. Last one, inhale, drop. Exhale, squeeze to lift, and then frame your right ear with your right bicep. Open up the right side of your body. There you go. Release, right hand comes down. Sweep your left leg up, 3-legged dog. Then step it through for crescent. Sweep your arms up, open up your chest, lengthen your spine. Good balance. Inhale, drop your right knee. Exhale, squeeze to straighten. 2 more. Inhale down, Keep your spine long. Exhale, squeeze to straighten. Final one. Inhale, drop. Exhale, squeeze to straighten. And then hinge. Warrior three. Play around with the variations here. Just know that you are creating balance. Keep all four corners of your left foot into the floor. Straighten out your right leg. Lengthen your neck, the rest of your spine. And then release. Blossom open into your warrior two. Face the right side of your mat. Bend your left knee, Dario. Right leg goes back. Take your arms behind your back. Drive your knuckles down. Open up your chest. Lift your chin. Find your lowest on the ground. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And arms go back to parallel. Reverse it. Sweep your left arm back. Bend your left elbow this time. Grab the back of your head. Sit even lower by bending your left knee. And just like that, it's time for half moon. Launch into that balance posture. Left hand drops. Reach your right arm up. Once you find your balance, play around with the bind by bending your right knee. Even if it means you don't grab your foot, just by bending your knee, you're feeling the stretch in your quads. And if you did it on the other side, lift your left hand off of the ground. Open up your chest. Nice, busy. Release. Right foot is going to cross behind your left. Bend your left knee. Right leg straightens. Hands are going to go to the left side of your mat. Tuck your chin in. Feel that deep stretch on the right side of your body. And then release. Take your hands to the top of your mat. Uncross your feet. Halfway lift. Exhale, hinge. Plant your hands down. Final flow. Step or jump back. Take that juicy backward bend. Open up your chest. And then release into your downward dog. From here, on your next inhale, shift forward into your plank. We're going to lower down super slowly to lay down on the ground. So come down in 3, 2, 1. Plop your chest down. All right, hopefully you can still see me. Okay, good. All right, from here, turn your head to the right. Rest your left ear on the ground. You've got it. We're going to go into crocodile and then make our way into frog. So little hip opening action here with all those lunges that we did. So for now, as you inhale, bend your right knee, level off your hips and your chest to the ground. Keep your right foot flexed. And then notice what happens as you dig your right knee into the mat. You're going to feel a deeper stretch in your inner right thigh. On your next inhale, extend your left arm out to the top right corner of your mat, and then sweep your right arm up. You're feeling the stretch in your lower back, but mostly in your chest as you reach your right fingertips farther away from your midline. I see your fingers, Dario. That's all I need. Take your right fingertips farther away. Maybe start to look toward your right hand. So by doing that, you're feeling the stretch on the left side of your neck. You can always keep your left ear down on the floor or on your left bicep. Stay for one more round of breath. Release. Lay all the way back down onto your stomach. Straighten out your right leg. Bend your left knee. Point or flex your toes. Turn your head to the left. Rest your right ear on the ground. And just like you did before, your left leg is at a 90-degree angle. Really dig your left knee into the mat. Send all your energy to your inner thigh, your hips. And then on your next inhale, bring your right hand to the top left corner of your mat. Sweep your left arm up and then around. Oh, feel your lower back open. With every inhale, reach your left hand farther away from your midline. So your left hand isn't just up and out, you're actively reaching. You're going to feel the difference in your chest as you do this. Stay for one more cycle of breath. Release by rolling back onto your stomach for 2 rounds of floor bow. Keep your knees hip width distance apart, point your toes up, and then get the grip right at the base of your toes. Keep your arms straight. Start by squeezing your shoulder blades together. Just by doing that, your chest is opening up. All right, now Squeeze your glutes so that your hips sink into the ground. Bring your chin forward. Exhale first. And then on your inhale, point your toes, drive them up to the ceiling. Squeeze your glutes as much as you can. You've got it. Now, Carlos, bring your knees closer to each other and then look up. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, squeeze a little bit more. Feel your heart open up. Drop your head back. Lift your chin. Kick for 3, 2, 1, release. Drop your thighs down to the mat. Rest your forehead on the floor. Cactus out your arms and then just windshield wiper your feet from side to side. Letting go of any tension in your lower back. We're going to do one more. Get that grip right at the base of your toes. Keep your arms straight. Same thing as your wrists. Start sinking your hips down by squeezing your glutes. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale first. And then on your inhale, point your toes up. Drive them up to the ceiling. Feel your heart open up to the top of your mat. Roll the weight to your stomach. And then look up. Maybe one day you'll see your toes come up over the top of your head. Take a deep breath in. Kick, 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 release. Drop your thighs down. And then from here, keep your hands underneath your shoulders. Push up into your tabletop. And then we're going to go into frog as promised. So you're going to start walking your knees farther apart. Try to keep your feet flexed. And then as you walk your knees apart, you've got it. You're going to feel the stretch in your hips, your inner thighs. So what helps me is dropping down to my elbows. Yep, there you go, Carlos. And then Dario, I can't see you, but that's okay. If you can see me, and if you're feeling this in your hips, you are doing it right. Good. So as you dig your knees into the ground, start pushing your hips back towards your heels, but do this really slowly and controlled so that you're not making abrupt movements. And when you get to any point of resistance, stay there for at least a few rounds of breath. As you dig your knees into the ground, maybe walk your knees just a little bit farther apart. Put more pressure on your mat with your elbows. Keep your upper back just a little rounded. And just like your knees, try to rest your heels or the inside edges of your heels into the mat so that you have a little bit of support and that grounding effect so that you can really get into your inner thighs a little bit more. All right, find your deepest stretch yet. So hips go back just a little bit more. Find a new point of resistance. Breathe there for 3 slow rounds of breath. Excellent, everyone. Okay, coming out of it is a fun part. So start to shift forward just a little bit. And then little by little, walk your knees in towards each other. We're going to go into a closed knees, child's pose for just a little bit. So when you bring your thighs together, bring your hips back to your heels, and then walk your hands to the back of your mat. Rest your forehead on the ground. Your elbows are heavy. They're dropping down to the mat. Stay here for one inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. And then start to walk your hands to the top of your mat and then flip around to lay on your backs. Point your knees up to the ceiling. Keep your feet hip width distance apart. Excellent work. Rest your hands on both sides of your body. Palms are down. Take a second here to ground your shoulders, your hips, and your heels into the mat. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, squeeze your glutes to lift your hips. Feel the front of your body open up. As you dig your shoulder blades into the ground, feel your chest lift. Release. Come down as slowly as you can. And then once your hips drop, straighten out your left leg. Point your right toes up to the ceiling, grab behind your hamstring, or walk your hands up to your ankle. Point and flex your toes. And then the next time your toes flex, stay there. Grab the outside of your foot with your right hand. If not your foot, your ankle, your calf is fine. Then you're going to take your right foot away from your midline. Keep your foot flexed. Get into your inner thigh just a little bit more. So going into frog, warmed you up for this. Tighten up your quads just a little bit more. Keep that flexion. And then as you exhale, take your right foot all the way to the left side of your mat. So if your foot doesn't come down that much, that's okay. You can again keep the grip on your calf, your foot. Maybe reach your right arm out to a T shape as your counter stretch. It's going to help you get into your chest just a little bit more. Walk your right fingertips farther away as your right foot sinks into the mat. If you need to, you can always bend your right knee. Release. Roll onto your back. Straighten out your right leg. Rest it on the mat. Go to the left side. Sweep your left foot up. Point and flex your toes. Walk your hands up, whatever variation you did on the other side. Keep the flexion. Get a grip. And then take your left foot away from your midline. Try to get your heel and your hip in one line. Tighten up your quads. Open up your chest. Release. Switch the grip. So once your ankle and your hip are in one line, grab with your right hand and then take your left foot to the right side of your mat. Yes, busy. Left arm is going to stay straight. Walk your left fingertips away from your body. Beautiful control, Dario. Now to open up your chest, drop your left shoulder down. Walk your right shoulder closer to your left foot. And try to open up your chest to the ceiling. Release, untwist. Once your hips are flat on the floor, go into your happy baby. Grab the outsides of your feet, 90-degree angles here with your knees. Guide them down to the floor, rock from side to side. Feel your inner thigh stretch. So this is like frog, but you're on your back. Really good. Pull really hard. Guide your knees down to the floor. Continue to flex your toes. From here, stop in the center, straighten out your legs. Thighs are in towards each other, flex your toes down. You can stay here and legs up the wall, or if you would like to go into plow, go for it, Carlos. Way to steal my thunder. So as you come down into your plow, if you would like to place some or give yourself some lower back support, hands go right onto your hips. Try to bring your elbows in line with your wrists so that you can really dig your triceps into the ground. That's going to help you open up your spine just a little bit more. Your chin is slightly tucked into your chest. Entire backside of your body is opening. Release. Straighten out your arms. Palms are flat. Use your core strength to slowly make your way down. Excellent work. Beautiful, Dario. All right, from here, you get to go right into your Savasana. So if there's any other movements that your body is craving, you have a little bit of time to do that one magical posture. Otherwise, the most magical posture of them all is Savasana. So find your final resting position. Just like we did at the very beginning of class, you are regrounding. Try to go back to that place that allowed you to feel still, not just physically in your body, but also create that stillness in your mind so that the rest of your body knows what it needs to do. Use your next exhale to let go of anything that has been weighing you down. And use your next inhale as a new opportunity to reset your mind, the rest of your body, and take a new loving energy. And as you open up your mouth and exhale, share that energy with anyone around you, the universe, And then just take a little bit of time here to relax the muscles in your face, the rest of the muscles in your body that you worked for the past 45 minutes. This time on your mat helped remind you how strong you are, how powerful you can be at any given point. Just have to remind yourself of it. I'll leave you with a couple of moments in stillness and quiet. And if you are ready to move on with the rest of your day, you can start bringing movement back into your toes and your fingers. If you have a couple more minutes, and if you want to extend your savasana, please do so. But if you are already bringing movement back into your body, start to reach your fingertips and your toes apart. Give yourself a good morning stretch. And then release by rolling onto your right side body. Use your right bicep as a pillow. Curl into that fetal position. Your transition back into your seated shape. Sit in the middle of your mat. Try to keep your eyes closed. Rest your hands on your knees. But sit up tall so that your shoulders are right over your hips. On your next inhale, just take your hands right up to your heart. Plug your thumbs into your chest. Feel how strong your heart is beating for you. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, feel your shoulders drop away from your ears. Feel this newer version of yourself that you created all on your own. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you today. From the bottom of my heart to all of yours, the light in me is so grateful for the light in you. Namaste. We did it. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're feeling yummy and strong and sweaty. Anyone?